Well, good late night to the channel, and it's time for some more baseball as we will continue the 2025 Major League Baseball playoffs using OOTP 26 out of the Park Baseball program. And you can see on the screen the playoff tree thus far. We are on game day October 8th, 2025. And the second game of this game day features the Milwaukee Brewers heading to the San Diego Padres. And as you can see, the Padres lead this series best out of 5, 2 games to none. So the Milwaukee Brewers, the number one seed in the National League, face elimination in this game. And we will be in San Diego for this nighttime game on game day, October 8th. So earlier in game day was the fantastic game, a classic, the Phillies and Reds. The Phillies went to Cincinnati and won that game 14-13 after trailing 9-2 after 4 innings. So will we have a classic with this game? I don't know, but we've had some very good games thus far in this tournament. This is certainly not a real-life situation since the Dodgers are gone from this tournament. And all 4 of the wild card series looked like they were different as far as the winners. So we are in new territory here, and we are going to continue this tournament right now. And going to try and get these Game 5 series out of the way so we can head to the big stuff, the League Championship series, shortly. So we'll head to the program now, and here is the program. And you can see the screen. We have the lineups, the weather, Petco Park in San Diego. It's an 8 o'clock night game, 44,000 plus. It's partly cloudy, 59 degrees, wind blowing in from left field at 7 miles an hour. And the Padres lead this series 2 games to none. And leading off for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers, Jackson Chourio in left field bats first. Bryce Terang, the second baseman, bats second. William Contreras, the catcher, bats third. Christian Yelich, the DH, bats fourth. Rhys Hoskins gets a chance at first base and bats fifth. Sal Frelick will be the sixth batter. He plays right field. Caleb Durbin, the third baseman, bats seventh. The batting eighth, Blake Perkins, the center fielder. And batting ninth, Joey Ortiz, the shortstop. Starting pitcher for the Milwaukee Brewers in this Game 3 is Jose Quintana. 24 games, 11-7 record, 3.96 ERA this season. For the homestanding San Diego Padres, hoping to end this series with a sweep. Leading off, Fernando Tatis playing right field. Batting second, Luis Arraez, the first baseman. Batting third, Manny Machado, the third baseman. Batting fourth, Jackson Merrill, the center fielder. Batting fifth, Xander Bogaerts, the shortstop. Batting sixth, Ramon Laureano, the left fielder. Batting seventh, Luis Campusano, the DH. Batting eighth, Jake Cronenworth, plays second base. And batting ninth, the catcher, Freddie Fermin. Starting pitcher for the homestanding San Diego Padres for this game is Michael King. Appeared in 15 games, 5-3 record, 3.44 ERA for the Padres. So let's get started with this game. It's a late night game on the channel and a night game out in San Diego. As we go to the ballpark, it's a beautiful stadium, as are most Major League stadiums nowadays. And the defensive alignment for the Padres starting off will be Laureano in left field, Merrill in center, Tatis in right, Machado at third base, Bogaerts at short, Cronenworth at second, Luis Arraez at first. And the catcher, Freddie Fermin. In the second part of the battery, Michael King, the starting pitcher, the right-hander, on the mound. So Jackson Chourio will step in. I simulated Game 2 by mistake, so we are now doing Game 3 and playing it. 1 for 9 with an RBI is Chourio in these playoffs as Milwaukee and San Diego kick off Game 3. A 2-1 pitch awaits as we fly around the ballpark. Homestanding team is in white. Milwaukee Brewers wearing gray. So the 2-1 pitch. Ground ball to short. Bogarts is up with it. And that's the first out. So we're underway here in San Diego. Batting second will be Bryce Terang. He's 0 for 6 so far in the playoffs. First 2 games. And the first pitch from King. Grounded to second. Cronenworth will throw to Reyes, and that's the second out. William Contreras, 0 for 7 in these playoffs. You see a theme here that the Brewers are not exactly hitting well so far in the first 2 games. So Michael King to Contreras. 2-2 pitch with 2 outs here in the top of the first. Fly ball left field, and moving to his right will be Laureano, and that will be the third out. So no runs, no hits, no errors to start off. We head to the bottom of the first with no score. The Padres will head up to bat for the first time, and Tatis, Reyes, and Machado will face Jose Quintana. And so far, Tatis, the right-handed batter, is 3 for 19, hitting 158 in the playoffs. And a 1-1 pitch from the left-hander to start things off here in the bottom of the first. Grounded weakly to third. Duran up, and will throw it to Hoskins, and that's the first out. So Reyes will step in. He's 2 for 21, 2 RBIs, but batting .095 so far in these playoffs. The left-hander to the left-handed batter, and the first pitch. That's flied out into short right field. Frelick is in, and that's the second out. So 2 outs, and it will be Manny Machado. Stepping in, 6 for 20, hitting .300, a home run and 4 RBIs in these playoffs so far. 2 balls, no strikes. That is flied out to left, and near the wall is Chourio, but the third out. So 1-2-3 also for the San Diego Padres in the bottom of the first. We head to the second with no score. So King now in the second inning. He will face Yelich, Hoskins, and Frelick. Yelich is batting .286, 2 for 7 with an RBI. And a 3-0 pitch from King. And it's inside. That's the first base runner of the game and the first base runner for the Brewers. So Yelich will lead off with King on the mound. Some speed for Yelich. See if they're aggressive at this stage of the game. Hoskins is 2 for 4 in the playoffs, or so far. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Struck him out as he tried to hold up, but he struck him out. So 1 out. And it'll be Frelick to bat. Sal Frelick, 2 for 7, a home run and 1 RBI, hitting .286 in these playoffs, which have only been two games for Milwaukee as the #1 seed. Christian Yelich still at first. 1 ball, no strikes. Yelich holds. Lined into left field. That will be the first hit of the ball game. As Frelick reach base, and Yelich will go to second. So 1 out and 2 on for Caleb Durbin. 1 ball, 1 strike. It gets past the catcher Furman, and runners move up, and that will be a wild pitch. So now it's second and third with 1 out. Infield will play back this early. With Durbin up. 3-1 pitch. King in a little bit of trouble. And he walks the bases loaded. So now he's in a real pickle here. the bases loaded and 1 out. And Blake Perkins 0 for 7 in these playoffs. Infield plays back, or normal, hoping for the double play to end this inning. We're only in the second. 3 balls, 1 strike. And that's low, and that'll be a walk. 3rd walk of this inning, and the first run of the game for the Brewers. Runners move up 90 feet, and only 1 out. And Joey Ortiz will step in. 1 for 6, batting 167 in these playoffs as the shortstop, hitting right-handed. The bases are still loaded with 1 out against Michael King here in the top of the second. And the first pitch, that is flied out to left. Over to get it is Laureano. He will throw it home, and he's safe. So a sacrifice fly, RBI, and it's 2-0 Milwaukee. The base runners hold at first and second. So a good throw, but just not in time. So the top of the order, Churio steps in. He is 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time. First and second, 2 outs as King tries to get out of this inning without any more damage. 1 ball, no strikes. Lined into right field. Durbin coming home, and he will be safe. And that's run number 3. So an RBI single for Churio completes the 3rd run of this inning. And it's first and second with 2 outs as King is trying to get past his first 2 innings, the second inning that we're in. Bryce Terang will bat. Will they have a shorter leash for him? We'll see how many more they get, if they get any. 1-2 pitch, grounded to second. Weekly, he takes it to second, and he gets the out. Cronenworth gets the unassisted play at second base. Fielder's choice for Terang, and 4 unassisted at second. But thanks to 3 walks and 2 hits, Milwaukee draws first, and they lead at 3-0. So the Padres have work to do here in the bottom of the second. Merrill, Bogarts, and Laureano will bat. Jackson Merrill 5 for 19, 1 home run, 4 RBI. So Quintana has a lead. And here's the first pitch. Lined into right field. That might go to the wall. It does. Getting it is Frelick, and he will get it in, but it will be a double for Jackson Merrill. So the Padres try to work themselves back into this game. Bogarts will step in, 1 for 17. He has an RBI, but only batting .059 so far. So here we go. Merrill at second. 3-1 pitch to Bogarts. That's to short, and he will not make the play. Ortiz will not be able to make the play, and that will be an infield single, and that will put runners at first and third with nobody out. So it was sharply hit toward the hole between third and short, and he could not make the play. So Padres have base runners, and Laureano will step in. He's 1 for 6 in these playoffs. So Quintana now in a jam. And 1 ball. There goes a base runner, and he will be thrown out at second base. Contreras throws him out, throws out Bogarts. 2 to 4, or 2 to the second baseman, so 1 out on the stolen base attempt. Merrill is still at third. 2-2 pitch. That is flied out to right field. Merrill tags up, and he will make it easy. So that's a sacrifice fly, RBI. No throw to home. And it's 3-1. So 2 outs. for Campusano. Right-handed DH, right-handed batting DH. He has not appeared yet in these playoffs. And a 1-2 pitch. Ground ball to first. Grabbing it is Hoskins, and he will pitch it to the pitcher, and that will be the third out of the inning. But San Diego gets a run on 2 hits and nobody left. So we've played 2, and Milwaukee leads it 3-1. Michael King is hoping for a better inning after his rough second inning where he walked 3 batters and paid a price for it and gave up 3 runs. So it'll be Contreras, Yelich, and Hoskins to bat. 0 for 1 is Contreras, flew to left field, and an 0-2 pitch. Fly ball well hit to left field, left center field. That will be gone into the left field seats. And that run they got back is now gone as the Brewers make it a 3-run lead again. Churio hits a home run to left center field, 408 feet, to give the Brewers a 4-1 lead here in Game 3, which they have to win to keep this series going. And Yelich will bat. He walked and scored his first time, so Michael King may not last much longer. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and he struck him out on a fastball at 99 miles an hour. He must be a little upset out there throwing hard like that. So Hoskins will bat. He struck out his first time. And a full count to Hoskins. Grounded to third, Machado to Arraez, and that's the second out. So Sal Frelick will bat. He singled and scored his first trip. So 2 outs here in the top of the third with a run already in thanks to the home run by Contreras. 1 strike to Frelick. Grounded to short, not hit that hard. Bogaerts will have to hurry, and he does. And that's the third out. But the solo home run gives Milwaukee a 4-1 lead headed to the bottom of the third inning. So Jose Quintana will face Cronenworth, Furman, and Tatis. He has 23 pitches so far. And a 2-strike count to Cronenworth. And he struck him out on a changeup, and that's the first out of the inning. Padres come home trying to win this series, up 2-0. Freddie Furman, 5 for 17. He has a home run and 3 RBIs, batting .294 in these playoffs. 1-strike pitch to Furman. That is flied out to center, not too far. Perkins is in to grab it, and that's the second out. So the top of the order, Fernando Tatis grounded out his first time to third base. So 2 outs for Quintana, and a 1-2 pitch. Fly ball decently hit to left field, and he goes back. Churio goes back and grabs it. And that's the third out. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 3 in the book. And it's 4-1 Milwaukee heading to the 4th. Caleb Durbin, Perkins, and Ortiz will bat. San Diego has the bullpen warming up. Durbin walked and scored his first trip. 2 balls, 1 strike. Fly ball, oh, it's popped in the infield, and Bogaerts will grab it, and that's the first out. So the shortstop makes the put out, and Perkins will step in. He has an RBI. He walked his first time. Walked with the bases loaded. So 1 out and a full count. And that's low. He walked him again. So Perkins is on for the second time, having walked twice. And here's Joey Ortiz. He sacrificed fly in a run back in the second inning. So Perkins has pretty good speed at first. We'll see if he takes off. First pitch, he does. Strike, and there will be no throw. And a stolen base for Perkins as he ends up at second. So 1 out. Good speed at second with Ortiz up to bat. 1-2 pitch. Needs a big pitch here. And it's lined to first. And Reyes will make the catch, and that's 2 outs. So that's a big out right there. That was hit sharply, but right at the first baseman. And Churio will bat. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI single back in the second inning. So 2 outs. Chance to get out of this inning is Michael King. And a 1-strike pitch. Grounded to third. Machado picks it up, makes the throw across, and that's the 3rd out. So the walk does not hurt. And no runs, no hits, 1 left. Middle of the 4th inning, 4-1 Milwaukee. So Reyes, Machado, and Merrill will bat as the Padres try to get back into this game, facing Quintana. So, here we go. Reyes is 0 for 1. He flew to right field first time. 1 ball, no strikes from Quintana. Line to third base, and Durbin will make the catch, and that's 1 out. That was hit sharply down third base line. But Durbin makes the catch, and that's 1 out. Machado batting. Seeing if we're okay. Okay, we're doing fine. All right, Machado will bat. He is 0 for 1, flied out to left field. And a full count. And that's a walk. It's inside. It's low. A sinker. Missed on that full count, and it's a walk. And Jackson Merrill, who doubled and scored his first time. So 1 out. Left-handed batting Merrill to face the left-handed pitcher Quintana, who's up to 42 pitches now. 1-strike pitch to Merrill. Grounded weakly to second, and then on to first. And they get the double play. So a pitcher's best friend double play. Second to short to first. Ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, nobody left. 4 complete. It's 4-1 Milwaukee. Turang, Contreras, and Yelich to face King here in the 5th. And a full count to Turang. And he struck him out. He still has a little bit of gas left in him. 96 miles an hour. And that's 1 out. Contreras homered his last time, and he's also flied out. And a 2-2 pitch to Contreras. And that's popped high in the infield on the left side. And Bogarts will settle under it and make the out. That's 2 outs. Christian Yelich has struck out and walked and scored a run. So 2 outs, top of the 5th against Michael King. 1 ball, no strikes. That is up the middle for a base hit. That'll be the 4th hit for the Milwaukee Brewers. Yelich at first with 2 outs. And he has good speed at first. See if he takes off, and Hoskins is 0 for 2. And a 1 ball, no strike. There goes Yelich. There's the throw from Furman, and he will nail him at second base. An excellent throw, and the put out at second base, and that's the 3rd out. So, no runs, a hit, and nobody left, thanks to that caught stealing at the end of the inning. And let me see what that was to. Top of the 5th, 2-4. Okay. So it was catcher to second base. And we're in the bottom of the 5th inning. And Bogarts will step in. Laureano and Campusano will bat against the left-handed pitcher. He's been pretty efficient so far, not too bad. 1 walk, 1 strikeout in 4 innings. And he's faced 13 batters, only 44 pitches. So he's in good shape right now. 1 strike. Fly ball to left field. Over to his right is Churio, and that's the first out. Laureano steps in. Sacrifice flies first time. 2 balls, no strikes. Grounded weakly to first. Hoskins will not make the play. And that's the base hit. That's a generous thing from the score, in my opinion. That should have been an out. So, weakly hit, and Hoskins is unable to make the play, so Laureano's at first with 1 out, and that puts Campusano up, who's 0 for 1. Grounded first base to the pitcher. So Laureano has good speed. I don't know if he'll go or not. I doubt it, being down by 3 runs. 2 balls, no strikes. He does not go. Weakly hit in between first and second, and a drop ball at second as they try to get the guy at second. So, first and second, how did they score that? I guess they scored an error. All right, let me see if they could. I think that's an error on. Who's the error on? Error on the second baseman on the throw. So an E. Oops. E4, fielder's choice, puts Campusano on first. And Cronenworth will bat. So a full count. Ground ball to second. He will not make a play. It was in the hole, but Terang will not make a play, and the bases are loaded now. And that should be an infield hit. Ball wasn't hit that hard up the middle, and he went to his right, Terang, and had no base runners to throw out. So bases are loaded with 1 out, and Furman will bat. So a chance for the Padres to put a dent in this 4-1 lead that Milwaukee has. Flied out to center his first time. 1-1 pitch. And that's through to, and that's 1 run in. And here comes a second run. And they're going to try 3. They have cleared the bases. They have cleared the bases on a double by Furman. That is the weakest looking double I've ever seen. So a 3 RBI double that didn't look like it was going to be a double. And that is the craziest thing. I can't believe they had a double out of that. Let's see. Replay. Let's see the that is like the weakest. That is the weakest bases clearing double I have ever seen. Oh, the strange things this computer game does. And we are tied at 4 now, with Tatis coming up. 4 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for Milwaukee. 4 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the San Diego Padres here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And we are tied at 4. As Hoskins isn't doing very well at first base, it seems. He's not able to get these balls at the hole between first and second. So Tatis is 0 for 2 with a runner at second. 1-2 pitch. That is lined into left field. That will be a base hit. Now, will they send Furman home? They will not. And I'm thinking Quintana is about out of gas. But the left-handed batter is up. Reyes, he's got him twice, so they're going to leave him in for at least this 1 more batter. So the corners are in, and there's only 1 out. So the lead run is at third. 1-2 pitch. Well hit to right field. Going back on it is Frelick, and tagging and coming in is Furman, and the Milwaukee Brewers have taken the lead. 5-4 on the sacrifice fly. And Tatis will stay at first. So that'll be it for Quintana in this game. He has pitched 4 and 2/3 innings. And he is done. And he faced 20 batters. So now we go to the bullpen for Milwaukee. And it's Machado, Merrill, and Bogarts, the next batters. They're going to bring in Grant Anderson. Grant Anderson will pitch. And he is, I don't know these teams very well. All right. It's a right-hander. And he'll face Machado. Anderson on the season, 66 games he appeared in, 2-6 record, 3.23 ERA. So, 2 outs now with Fernando Tatis at first, and Machado stepping in, and a 2-1 pitch. Ground ball weakly to third. Durbin in, he will throw it and across, and that's the 3rd out. However, the San Diego Padres score 4 runs on 4 hits. They leave a batter. There is 1 error. And after 5, the game has changed here as San Diego has taken the lead 5-4. That was that was the weirdest double. I still go back to that. That was a weird double. I don't think I've ever seen that. I don't see that in real baseball. There is no way that would be a bases clearing double hit to the right fielder like that. But the game is the game, and Michael King will face Hoskins, Frelick, and Durbin. And he may be done too. And he is. I think we'll go with a different pitcher, as King will be done after 5. And 22 batters. So let's see who we got in the San Diego bullpen, as it's Hoskins, Frelick, and Durbin. Right, left, right. All right, Estrada's okay. Ooh, he's good. Ooh, this guy's... He's good too. He's not bad. He's more of a starter type. Vasquez. We're going to go with Vasquez. Well, maybe not. If this game goes into extras, we want to keep him. So, we'll go with Estrada. Estrada will bat, or pitch. Jeremiah Estrada will come in. Estrada, okay. And for San Diego, he's probably 4 or 5 batters. Yes, okay. He's a right-hander. During the season, 77 games he appeared in, 4-5 record, 3 saves, and a 3.45 ERA. He's being tasked to face Hoskins, Frelick, and Durbin here in the top of the 6th inning of a 5-4 San Diego lead. And a 1-2 pitch. Struck him out looking. And that's the 1st out. Hoskins is 0 for 3. Sal Frelick will bat. 1 for 2. He has scored a run. And a 1-2 pitch. Grounded to second, and that's through. In the hole, up the middle. And Frelick has his second base hit of the game, so the tying run is on board for Caleb Durbin. He's officially 0 for 1, but he has scored a run because he walked. So Frelick at first has good speed. Third baseman playing in. Machado even with the bag. Outfield normal. 1-2 pitch. Struck him out looking on the inside corner with a slider, and that's 2 outs. And Blake Perkins with 2 outs and Frelick at first. Perkins is walked twice and driven in a run thanks to a bases loaded walk. So doesn't officially have an at-bat. And a 2-2 pitch. Struck him out on the outside corner, and Estrada strikes out the side looking. And a no runs, a hit, 1 left. 5.5. It's 5-4, San Diego. So Anderson, and he's only faced 1 batter. So Anderson against Merrill, Bogarts, and Laureano. One-two pitch to Merrill. And a strikeout on a sinker, and that's the first out. So now Milwaukee relievers are tasked with trying to keep this game within reach so that Milwaukee has a chance. They only trail by 1 right now, and Bogarts will bat. He is 1 for 2 in this game. And a 2-strike pitch from Anderson. Outside corner, called strike 3. That was a close pitch on the outside corner, and a changeup. And that's the second out. So he's faced 3 batters and got all 3 out. Laureano has a sacrifice fly for an RBI and a base hit and scored a run so far. He'll bat. We won't go to a pitch hitter yet. First pitch from Anderson to Laureano, and he hit him. Why is it every game I think there's a hit batsman? Seems to be the rule in this game, this computer game, to have at least 1. You got to have one of those. You got to have a wild pitch or pass ball, and you have to have, I think, a stupid play that leads to probably something you wouldn't see in the real world, like we saw earlier, a bases clearing double that probably would have never occurred. So 2 outs. Hit batsman at first. Laureano has speed. Campusano will bat. First pitch. Fly ball, well hit down the right field line. If it stays fair, it is a home run. Oh, wait a minute. It is a foul ball. Just foul. I thought it was a home run. But it was close. Looked like it hooked just at the last minute. So, Brian Anderson gets a reprieve here on a ball that looks close to being a home run. So, see what Anderson has for Campusano now. 2-2 pitch. Lined into left field down the line. That will drop in front of Churio for a base hit. Stopping at second is Laureano. So it's first and second with 2 outs, and that might be it for Anderson in this game. So Anderson will exit after facing 5 at-bats, and he pitched 1 inning. Not a full inning, yeah, 1 inning. He came in with 2 outs last inning. So Milwaukee will go to their bullpen with Cronenworth up to bat. They've got some left-handers available. They've got Tucker Davidson and Koenig, and they're going to go with Tucker Davidson. So Davidson, the left-hander, will come in and try to end this inning right where it is. We put him in, okay. is his name? Davidson. Am I looking at the right one? I don't see him on that list. All right, for the season, he was in the minor leagues, appeared in 6 games, 2-0 record. He pitched 1 game in Baltimore, which I don't, oh, that was in 2024. All games, who did he play for? He pitched in 22 with a 10-5 record. Ooh, that's not bad. And a 3.65 ERA, but who did he pitch for? Was it Milwaukee? I don't know. So, he is a left-hander, and he will come in to pitch against Cronenworth with 2 outs. First and second are the base runners here in the bottom of the 6th. So he's trying to get this out. 2 balls, 1 strike to Cronenworth. Ground ball weakly hit to Hoskins. He will throw it over to Davidson, and that'll be the 3rd out. So no damage done. Tucker Davidson gets the last out. So no runs, 1 hit, and 2 left. 6 innings are in the book now, and it is 5-4, San Diego. Estrada. Will they try to milk 1 more inning out of Estrada? He's up to 19 pitches. Top of the order, Churio, and then Terang. I think they'll try and, I don't know. 7th inning. All right, San Diego, let's see. They got some good pitchers. Tease, Terang. All right, they're going to give him a shot at this. They're going to leave Estrada in. You got to do some different things than in the regular season. And I'm an old school person. Pitchers need to pitch a little more than what they're expected to pitch, or average pitching. It disappoints me what pitching has turned into. So Estrada will go out for a 2nd inning, and we'll see how far he goes. Ortiz will bat with a 1-1 pitch. Ground ball to 3rd. Machado will make the play, and that's 1 out. Sometimes you got to spare the bullpen a little bit, especially in the playoffs. So, Padres are trying to close this series out. Churio will bat. He is 1 for 3 with an RBI. So 1 out in the top of the 7th as we are entering the late innings here in San Diego. 1 ball, 1 strike. Grounded to short. Oh, no, it's popped. And foul ground off 3rd base. I was fooled. And Machado will go over and grab it, and that's 2 outs. Now do you go to the bullpen? Let's see. San Diego. Pen. They have left-handers available. Parada can come in. And they're going to bring Peralta in, and that'll be it for Estrada, who does manage 1 2/3 innings and face 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 batters. So Peralta will come in, left-hander. He's probably your typical 4 or 5 batters, 1 inning. Yeah, that's right. What the case, that seems to be the case nowadays. You throw them out there for 1 inning and that's it. Well, they didn't used to do that kind of stuff. So I'm more of that type of coach. So Wandy Peralta will come in to replace Estrada here in the top of the 7th as the Padres are trying to win this series. And he'll face Bryce Terang, who is 0 for 3. The left-handed batter. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fielders are playing in normal positions. Fly. Oh, it's lined into left center field. That will go all the way to the fence. Laureano will have to grab it, and the tying run is now at second thanks to Terang and his double. And Contreras will face Peralta. So Terang can score pretty easily on anything with the speed he has, and Contreras has already homered in 3 trips. So 5-4, top of the 7th with 2 outs as Peralta tries to get out of this inning with a 2-2 pitch that is flied out into shallow right field, and Tatis will make the catch. And we are headed to stretch here in San Diego. 5-4, Padres. Back, stretched a little bit, and we head into the bottom of the 7th inning. The Padres leading 5-4, and Freddie Fermin, Tatis, and Reyes will bat against Tucker Davidson, the left-hander, who came in last inning and got the last out. I don't know what. Oh, okay. So here we go. A 2-2 pitch to Fermin, who is 1 for 2. Line to short, not too hard. And Ortiz is there to grab it, and that's 1 out. So the first out is recorded here in the bottom of the 7th inning, and Tatis will bat 1 for 3. He is single, flied out, grounded out. Tucker Davidson trying to give him a little bit of runs, or a little bit of innings here. 2-2 pitch to Tatis. Fly ball right field, heading back is Frelick to the fence, and it just clears the fence. As Frelick missed it, jumping for it, and it just cleared the glove and the fence, 372 feet, and Tatis adds on to the Padres' lead and makes it 6-4. So, that one didn't look like it quite was going to make the fence clear it, and it did. So second hit for Tatis, solo home run, and it's now 6-4 San Diego, with Reyes stepping in, who is 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly and an RBI. So now the Brewers trail by 2 with only 2 more at bats. A full count from Davidson, and that's a walk on the inside corner on a sinker, and that's puts a base runner. And is that it for Tucker Davidson? With, well, Merrill's still there as a left-hander, so they're going to keep him in against Machado. So Reyes at first. Machado is 0 for 2 with a walk. A run already in on the home run by Tatis here in the bottom of the 7th. And a 1-strike pitch that is flied into shallow right, coming in as Frelick, and he will grab it, and that's the second out. 2 outs. Jackson Merrill steps in. He is 1 for 3 with a run score. He had a double in the second inning and scored the run that inning. So now there's 2 outs, and this probably is Davidson's last batter. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And he steals, and he will be thrown out at second by Contreras. So Reyes tries to steal second and had no success. So we'll start the next inning with Jackson Merrill. Next time the Padres bat, and let's see who that play was to. Was it to the second baseman or the shortstop? It was to the shortstop. So catcher to shortstop ends the inning. We head to the 8th. San Diego 6 and Milwaukee 4. And he hit him. Oh, I hit something there. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed that. Oh, that's not good. I was going to take out Peralta, but I didn't get a chance to. I hit the button and moved on. So sometimes you need to be careful. I seem to be doing it a lot with this Milwaukee series. I simulated a game, and now I'm hitting buttons and sort of not paying attention. Maybe it's because it's late night. I don't know. But Yelich at first now, after being hit by a pitch. Hoskins to bat, and I think they're going to take out Peralta here in the 8th. He'll face 3 batters, and he'll get 1 out. So they're going to go to the bullpen here in San Diego. He did face, oh no, it doesn't matter because it was the top of the inning, or the new inning. So Peralta, and it's going to be Morjan to pitch. The left-hander will come in. Morjan will pitch, and he will face Hoskins and then Frelick. So Morjan comes in. He's won a game. I think he won the last game for San Diego. So now there's nobody out. Rhys Hoskins to bat. Maybe there's a pinch hitter. Frelick, let's see. Milwaukee. I mean, Hoskins hasn't done anything. They do have this batter, and he's not. They're gonna pinch hit for Hoskins with Vaughn to replace Hoskins, who hasn't done anything in this game, but strike out twice. He's 0 for 3. So pinch hitter to face Morjan, and then Frelick. So 1 on. Christian Yelich got thrown out, trying to steal second his last time, so we'll see if he goes this time. Trailing by 2 runs with a left-handed pitcher on the mound, and he struck out Vaughn with a sinker, and that's the first out. And Frelick will bat. Let's see, for Milwaukee, well, they don't really have a lot. Jake Bowers, he does play right field. Isaac Collins, I guess he could do something. Oh, what do we do? Frelick, he's 2 for 3. We're going to keep him in. So Frelick will bat, and he'll face Morjan with 1 out. He's 2 for 3 in this game. He has scored a run. Full count. Yep. Ground ball sharp to second, on to short, and then to first. And again, a pitcher's best friend, 4-6-3 double play. And that will end the inning. So the hit by pitch did not hurt. And no runs, no hits, and no errors, and we've completed 7.5. Milwaukee trails 6-4 in this elimination game for the Brewers. So the Brewers are down to their last at bat. Vaughn will go to first, and we'll probably have a new. Well, Davidson against Merrill, that's probably okay. So Merrill against Davidson, and then we'll see about changing the pitcher. So Merrill is 1 for 3. He has doubled and scored a run. He was up at bat when Reyes got thrown out to end the inning, last inning. And a 1-strike pitch to Merrill. Fly ball right field, not moving very much. is Fralick, and that's the first out. And now Davidson will be pulled. We're in the bottom of the 8th. So Milwaukee will go to the bullpen and bring in Trevor McGill, the right-hander. So Trevor McGill will pitch. As Davidson faced 6 batters. And McGill will pitch now. So the number 1 seed Brewers are down to their last at bat to keep this series going. Who'd have thought? So McGill will pitch. Face Bogarts. Appeared in 50 games, 6-3 record, 2.49 ERA. So Bogarts is 1 for 3. He is struck out and flied out and singled. And a full count from McGill. Strike 3. Struck him out on a fastball. His second time he is struck out, and that's 2 outs, and it'll be Laureano. Let me see what defense he is. Left field, he's pretty good. Now let's see what pinch hitters they got. They do have Bryce Johnson. Gavin Sheets probably isn't as good in the outfield, no. Bryce Johnson. In left field, he's spectacular. Ooh, 75. They're going to bring him into bat. So Bryce Johnson will bat for Laureano. Bryce Johnson will bat. Pinch hit. Switch hitter. And he'll play defense out in left field, I would think. Okay, switch hit here. Bryce Johnson. He's 1 for 7 in the playoffs. He's a left-handed batter now, and he'll face the right-handed pitcher Trevor McGill. So 2 outs. What? Oh yeah, there are 2 outs. Okay, there's 2 outs. I forgot. Merrill ended the last inning and didn't get a bat. So 2 outs, 1-2 pitch from McGill. Struck him out. So McGill does the job and strikes out on a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. And that's the 3rd out. 1-2-3. Go the Padres. We head to the 9th inning. And the last chance for the Brewers as they trail 6-4. And the closer will come in for San Diego. We got an incomplete defense, which we do. All right, Johnson is a 75 in left field. And let's see what Merrill is, who's playing center. Okay, he plays center field. So Bryce Johnson will go to left field. And we will bring in a pitcher as Morjan is done, having pitched into that inning. And you got the 2 outs. Now, how does this work? Something's not right. 1/3, 2/3. That's 1. I don't know. I gotta check with that. But let's see who we're gonna go with. Miller is tired. Suarez at 40 saves, so they're gonna go with Robert Suarez to pitch. I think Miller saved the last game. Suarez. Pitch. Right-hander. Okay, that's right. All right. And it will be Suarez to pitch as I figure things out here. All right, I marked that. Did that. Okay, Suarez in the season, 70 games he appeared in, 4-6 record with 40 saves, 2.97 ERA, and he will come in to close this game. And he will face Chad Durbin, Perkins, and Ortiz. And are there any pitch hitters available? We do have Isaac Collins. He's not a bad hitter. We have Jake Bowers. We have this guy. We have this person. Okay. Isaac Collins. What position does he play? Oh my, he plays a whole bunch. He can play left field, third base. So who's up this inning? Durbin, Perkins, and Ortiz. Chad Durbin is 0 for 2 with a walk. Or Caleb Durbin. Let's see, then switch hitter. Okay. They're going to bring in Isaac Collins. They're going to give up some defense at third to try and get a leadoff runner. So Isaac Collins, who batted .263 during the season, will bat for Caleb Durbin. And he will face Suarez here in the top of the ninth as the Brewers try to at least tie this game and potentially keep this series going. Otherwise, they will be finished in these playoffs. So Suarez with a 1-2 pitch to Collins. Strike 3 on a cutter, and that's the first out. So it'll be Blake Perkins, and they are down to 2. And why are they playing shallow? Field deep. Infield is fine. All right, 1 out, Blake Perkins. He is 1 for 3. No. He is 1 for 1. With an RBI, a stolen base. And he's walked twice. Struck out also. So 1 out here in the top of the ninth. 1 strike. That is hit to Cronenworth, who goes to his left and throws to Reyes, and that's the second out. So they're down to 1 out here in San Diego. I thought we were losing the game here. We need to finish this. We're down to 1 out. Do not. So Ortiz will bat. He is 0 for 3. He's not batting very well in these playoffs. And Suarez has 1 batter to get on a full count in the top of the ninth. And that's lined out into left field, and that will be the last out as Johnson comes in and makes the play, and the San Diego Padres move on to the League Championship Series, sweeping the Brewers away in 3 games. In the final tonight, 6-4. And San Diego is celebrating out right in front of home plate. And the unlikely San Diego Padres take out the #1 seed in these playoffs. So an accomplishment. And they will move on to face either the Phillies or the Reds in the next series. And they may have to wait. We'll see. I mean, the Phillies have a chance to close out that series in Game 4. So, from Petco Park, we have seen the Padres eliminate the Brewers 6-4. Let's go to the recap. And then we can move on to see what's up as we go forward. So a decently played game, one of the weirdest doubles I've ever seen. Happened in the 4-run 5th inning for the Padres as a bases loaded double cleared the bases. The ball didn't get to the fence. It just went right to basically to the right fielder, and they had scored 3 runs. So that's what the computer program does. That's the way it is. So here we go. Move on. And there's the recap. And let's see who the player of the game is. Man, I don't know. If I had to pick a person, I don't think it's King. Oh, wow, this is a hard one. this is a hard one. I guess we'll go, well, maybe it's Laureano. Could be. I'm going to pick Laureano. Let's see what happens. It's Freddie Fermin. Oh, that's right. He had the crazy triple, or the crazy double that drove in 3. I forgot about that. It was so unusual that I didn't think about that in the player of the game. So he drove in 3 runs with that triple. And I should have seen it on my scorecard, but I didn't. So Freddie Fermin is the player of the game, 3 hours and 36 non-real minutes at Petco Park with 44,000 plus, celebrating a series win for the San Diego Padres. The winning pitcher, Michael King, who struggled to make it through 5 innings. And the save will go to Suarez, who pitched 1 inning. Morjan pitched 1 inning. 3 at batters. Okay. So that's it for that. I'm trying to make sure they pitched the right number of. So he pitched 1 inning. Okay, that adds up then. Okay, that adds up. Batters faced for Morjan. Morjan pitched 1 inning and faced 2 batters. Now, how do you do that? Pitched 1 inning and faced 2 batters. That's an interesting one. Peralta. Okay. So King wins it for the Padres. Save is Suarez. The losing pitcher is Quintana, the left-hander, 4 2/3 innings. And the Brewers could never get back in this game. So we have the Padres moving on in this series. And or in the playoffs. Let's go up to the batters and see how the batters did. For the visiting Milwaukee Brewers, I won't call them the loser, I guess. But the Milwaukee Brewers, let's see. Frelick had 2 hits, runs scored. A bunch of 1 hits for Yelich. Contreras had a home run, solo home run. And that was back in the 3rd. Turang had a single and an RBI single for Churio. 6 hits total. They left 12. San Diego, 2 hits from Tatis, including a home run, a solo one, in the 7th inning, bottom of the 7th. RBI for Reyes. Laureano drove in a run with a sacrifice fly and a big 3 RBI double for Freddie Fermin back in the 5th inning. So that is the batting lineup. They left 7 batters. Anything good in the strikeout department and the walk for the pitchers? Not really. Like I said, both starting pitchers kind of struggled in this game, but King made it 5. So the Padres have swept the Brewers, and they now will face the winner of the Cincinnati Reds Philadelphia Phillies series. The championship series is expected to begin on game day, October 13th. So that's 4 or 5 days, game days away. So they'll get a little bit of a break, and they'll be able to come back with their full complement of pitchers to face one of those 2 teams. So the final totals for this game: Milwaukee Brewers on the losing end, 4 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error. The winning team, San Diego Padres, 6 runs, 8 hits, and no errors. The winning pitcher, Michael King. Save goes to Robert Suarez, and the losing pitcher is Jose Quintana. So the Brewers have been eliminated, and we will now move on in the game days and move to the next day. So I think we kept the log. Do we have a highlight rule? I don't know if we do. Do we have a highlight? Oh, yeah, we do. We do have a highlight reel. Huh. I don't know if I can find that play. So we'll exit. All right, so the game day is over. What an exciting game. I don't know what can beat the Phillies game. That was just exhausting and exciting. They play again in the next game day, the 9th. So we'll see if we can match that one. So this is done. I can hit the continue finish day this time, right? Okay, let me save. I don't know if that matters, but I will save it. And then we will move on. It's getting late. I got to get up in the morning for the last refereeing of soccer for the season. So let's see here. Continue today. Let's move on to the next day. Please cross your fingers. And Robert is still eligible to come off. I don't care. Phillies I've picked as the team. I followed them the most this season. And my favorite team is the Orioles. Childhood, but they don't amount to anything at the moment. I don't look for them to do anything in the next couple of years anyway, unless they make some serious changes or acquisitions in free agency and stuff. The young core they had has been wasted, and some questionable trades and injuries and stuff like that. So a little bit of disappointment in that regard. They haven't won a World Series since 1983. So it's been a long time. Since my childhood. Well, I was an adult by then, 1983. So anyway, let's go to the playoff coverage. And, oh no, where did it, oh, there it is. Whew. Oh, thank you. All right, well, we at least saved it. So we should be okay. I get nervous when I see programs do that because I've had it happen I started a video a couple games ago and it got to the second inning and boop, there it went. So let's see, we're in the playoffs. Let's go to the playoff tree. We see San Diego has now won that series 3-0. We're in the next game day, the 9th of October. And we go to the scores. And the first game will be the Phillies and Reds. In the afternoon, it will be Aaron Nola against Nick Lodolo, the left-hander, and the right-hander Nola. So we will see. All pitchers are on the table for at least the Reds. I don't know about the Phillies. They will save their ace, Sanchez, for Game 5 if it's necessary. So the first game is not the Phillies. It's the Mariners and Guardians. Oh, okay. Okay, so, and that series is tied at 1. So we will start in the American League. I thought it was going to be the National League. See, I'm losing it here. So I'm not sure what those pitchers will be. They look right, but right now, tentatively, it's Logan Gilbert for the Seattle Mariners, and the Guardians, it will be Tanner Bibby as the series switches to Cleveland for Game 3. And then it'll be the Phillies Reds. And then the nightcap will be the Red Sox hosting the Toronto Blue Jays with a series of 1, or tied at 1. And that series, I don't know if Bassett's starting or not, Giolito. I'll have to take a look. But that's the setup for October 9th. Game day, and we've already lost one of the series as the Brewers are swiped aside. So we move on, and that's it for tonight, and hope everybody enjoyed the game, and look forward to the Guardians and Mariners as the next game. Well, good night to everyone.